people, it's Ellie here. My camera is dying, so gotta do this quickly. Okay, so this is my TBR video for the 2015 BOOKTUBEATHON. If you do not know what the BOOKTUBEATHON is, it is a week-long readathon hosted and created by Errol Bassett. If you want to know more on this readathon, if you haven't heard of it, I'll leave a link in the description to the official YouTube channel, so please go check it out. It's really fun, there's a lot of challenges. I highly recommend doing it if you want to read for a bit. So the BOOKTUBEATHON comes along with 7 reading challenges that you have to do throughout the week of your reading. Just a disclaimer before I start this TBR, I don't have most of the books with me right now. If you can't tell or you're new to my channel, I'm actually visiting my parents right now, so I don't have my bookshelf with me. So I'll just be showing you pictures of all the books instead of actually holding them up. Only I have one of them though, so that's a start. So the first challenge is to read a book with blue on the cover, and for that I chose to read Cress by Marissa Meyer. I'm currently reading Scarlet by Marissa Meyer, so I'm hoping to finish that before the BOOKTUBEATHON starts. The second challenge was to read a book by an author who shares the same first letter of your last name. So for example, my last name starts with the letter P, so I had to find someone else with the last name starting with the letter P. I found this so difficult. When trying to come up with authors, the only one I could come up with was Edgar Allan Poe, and I thought that was a little dense for a reading challenge. So after a little research, I figured out that I was missing someone very important. So I decided to read Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. I can't believe I forgot this book existed, but this book has been on my TBR for so long. It's just one of those books that I never really got around to reading until now. The third challenge was to read someone else's favorite book, and for that I chose Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger. It's my friend Kate's favorite book, and I read most of it in high school, but I never finished it because I got really busy, so I'm gonna restart that and pick it up again, and hopefully I'll enjoy it. The fourth challenge is to read the last book you acquired, and for me, it's kind of a funny story by Ned Zellini. This is a book I borrowed from my friend Kate when I saw her the other day. It's one of those books I've been wanting to read forever, and I'm so glad to finally have my hands on it. The fifth challenge is a really tricky one because that challenge is to read a book without letting it go. So for example, if you start the book and have to stop halfway through, you have to continue to hold that book. So for this challenge, I thought I'd go for a small book, and I chose The Twits by Roald Dahl. It's a children's book, so it's gonna be really short, really easy to get through, and I won't have to hold it that long. The sixth challenge is really easy. It's just to read a book that you want to read. And for that, I chose to finally get around to reading To All the Boys I Loved Before by Jenny Han. And finally, the seventh challenge is to read 7 books in total. And for that, I decided to pick P.S. I Still Love You, also by Jenny Han. I figured that book would be really easy considering I was planning on reading the first book, so it'll be a nice segue, and I'll probably want to read it more. So yeah, that is my TBR for the BOOKTUBEATHON. I tried to stick to more light-hearted books, kind of. I threw in a lot of contemporaries because I find them really easy to read, and even though some of them are on a bit of the longer side, hopefully it'll be okay. So if you guys are participating in the BOOKTUBEATHON, please let me know what you guys are reading. I'd be really interested. I've been working on my TBR for quite a long time, and I think this is finally what I'm going for. I hope I can read them all, but honestly, I don't have that high of hopes. But I'm gonna try, so that's all that matters. At the end of the BOOKTUBEATHON, I'll also do a wrap-up, and you can see my final thoughts on all these books. Also, make sure to follow me on Twitter because I will be doing daily updates. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do video challenges. I didn't do them last year, so I might not do them this year, but we'll see. We'll see. But anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a like if you like, and subscribe, and that's it. So I'm gonna go. Bye! See you tomorrow.
Thanks for watching. Imagine Workshop is awesome. Would you like to subscribe? You've got mail. See you next time.
By the way, welcome to VEDA! It's back! It's back. Back again. Oh God.